Hello and welcome. This is going to be one of the first long form videos that I'm actually doing. And I don't even know if I'm really going to do too much editing or if I'm just going to kind of do it in one take. But we're playing Vampire Survivors. For the past few days, I've been streaming on Twitch. I'll put the link in the description, but this is like my third time 100%ing Vampire Survivors. And I've been streaming it over on Twitch and decided that I should start recording for YouTube as well. Here's our collection screen. It's only 138 unlockable right now, but there will be more. So we're still like pretty early into the run. And I'm doing something that I don't really prefer to do, but I'm starting out with Pentagram on Gala. Just because I need to get to level 80, and Evolved Pentagram, on top of being one of the things that I still need to unlock, also gives you a lot of XP gain. And we'll take wands to start. It's going to be a little difficult to fill in the just the like silences and the pauses, because Vampire Survivors, each run has a timer of 30 minutes, so we can be here for a pretty long time if we don't level up in the next couple of runs. I am losing my train of thought so hard today. Perks of having ADHD. We'll go Pomarola for HP recovery. Because we have Scaraband of Healing right now. Scaraband of Healing is an Arcana, and it knocks back enemies every time that we get healing, as well as increases the amount of healing that we receive. Kind of terrible Pentagram there. And the reason why I say earlier that I don't really like starting runs with Pentagram is that Clock Mindset. It has a chance to freeze enemies and targets in a clock rotation. But the reason why I don't like taking Pentagram super early in runs is that before level 3, there is only a very low chance that it doesn't destroy all of the experience as well as boss chests, which can really fuck you over because it means that you're not able to scale quick enough to actually survive later on, because all of your experience is getting deleted. But once we get Pentagram to high levels, it goes from like 25 to like 65% chance that it doesn't delete. I don't know, we'll see later on, assuming that I can get there. We're gonna take armor. I will say that my hopes are not too high for this run. Simply because we're like 3 minutes in, I'm level 7, and Pentagram's going to proc soon and definitely mess me up. Also, we have like no upgrades on any of my weapons. I'm just not doing a lot of damage to begin with. So these red skeletons, when you destroy them, did they add something in a recent update that makes it to where when Pentagram destroys a chest, it doesn't... Or, like, when Pentagram destroys a boss, it still spawns the chest? Because I do not remember that happening. Oh, wait, yeah. It's because I destroyed the boss, not the chest. It's been a while since I've played Vampire Survivors, so I'm still trying to remember a lot of the stuff. Which is really going to come to bite me when we get to the secrets, because I'm trying to do everything without having to look anything up. Wait, the red skeletons can regen from Pentagram? That's kind of dumb. Yay, and we got a good Pentagram. So now there's a 25% chance that Pentagram doesn't destroy items, which it just makes it so much nicer. And if I can get Pomarola levels, I might honestly take them, because Scaraband, if healing, is honestly doing a lot. And it gets really good knockback. So, these dragon things, only the head injures you. So I can, like, stand in the body of them, but I just need to avoid the heads. Which is honestly nice, because it makes them just not as hard to deal with. Oh, another Pentagram level. Cooldown reduced by 10 seconds again. Which, that wasn't the best time for that, because I did just have a lot of experience from a previous Pentagram. But I will definitely take Pentagram levels whenever I'm able to. Because I need the evolution. Everything else that I have right now, besides Clock Lancet, in Pentagram, I have evolutions for. So I'm not too worried about getting those. I do need Crown for Pentagram. And then... I don't know, I wouldn't mind like a Santa Water, a Garlic, or a King's Bible. Speaking of a Garlic, I kind of don't want to get level 8 Garlic though, because I already have Pomarola, which means that if I get level 8 Garlic and I get a chest, it'll evolve, and evolved Garlic doesn't do knockback, or at least not nearly as much as Garlic, which is really the thing that makes Garlic such a good weapon, because you can just like stand there with level 8 Garlic and a couple of other weapons and just not touch the keyboard. Especially with Scaraband of Healing. I was hoping for a good Pentagram proc there, but it just wasn't in the cards. Trying to decide if I need to move. I definitely don't kill the gargoyles quick enough. 45% chance not to erase items. So nice. So I want like empty tome and crown is really what I'm going for. I don't really care about too much, besides like actually upgrading my pre-existing weapons. But as for new stuff, I'm not too worried. We're gonna, oh damn, my pickup range is too far. I was gonna try and keep that chicken, but nope. Okay, there we go. Chest, we get level 4 magic wand, which is going to be nice. Pentagram up to level 6. I think that was level 6. Yeah. You can see it in the top left over here. I could also technically start making my way up to the secret character, but I can also always just come back around for that. But I also don't really like being on Gallo Tower. We'll take the Rune Tracer, just because we already have the armor to evolve it, and No Future is a pretty good evolved weapon. So now I'm going down to get some of the experience off of the screen, for that exact reason. Because now I can go back up there and get that, in case the pentagram fails. While also, like, keeping enemies on screen for in case it succeeds. Oh, we got a vacuum there. So nice. Chance not to destroy items. Clog Lancet saved us there. Thank you, Clog Lancet. Keep the boss in frame. And we got crown. Okay, we are in business. So we're going to try and get the boss with the next pentagram proc. Save the chest for until we get level 8 pentagram. Save the chest for until we get level 8 pentagram, so we're gonna come down so that chest isn't on screen. Yeah, we are level 7 pentagram right now, so. We really just need, like, well, first off, we either need just, like, one roll of luck, or just, like, a good pentagram roll, and we should be able to get level 8. And then get Glistening Moon, which is the evolved, and it gives you so much experience. Oh, we got an Arcana chest. I don't know what it's going to do for me, because I don't think we have any other Arcanas. It just acts as a normal chest. Normally the purple ones are Arcanas, but I have all the Arcanas, so it makes sense. Well, all the Arcanas that I have unlocked, which is 1. Okay, we got level 8 pentagram, which means we can come up here and make our way over to the chest. and we get Glistening Man. I should probably turn the music up real quick. Turn the sound effects down a little bit. We should just be able to sit here for the rest of this wave. So I'm going to smoke. Shit. But I got the evolved pentagram. Silver lining. 10,000 for that. Can I afford that? Yeah, I'm gonna get a revive into and then more safe. Because I do just want the revive. We're gonna go. Actually, we're gonna. Let me read through some of these real quick. We might take Pentagram this run, but if we do, it's definitely going to be late Pentagram. I need to get Piachin to level 7 to unlock Ebony, so... We're gonna take Piachin, even though they're not gonna do much for us. They're gonna though. I've evolved King Bible yet, so I'll have to take Spellbinder or travel down the map and get it, because it's right there. Not the best pull we could have gotten there. Oh, empty tome. Love that. Especially if we're gonna take Pentagram, reduce the cooldown on that. I would honestly take Spellbinder if they gave it to me, just so that I don't have to travel down the map. Speak of the devil, we got a Spellbinder. Now we can evolve King Bible when we get it to level 8, which I think we're at. No, we're at 6 right now. I guess we have to wait until... Well, we just have to wait a minute. I think minute 10 boss will have evos. Some of the chests in Vampire Survivors just don't give evolutions. Like, they're physically incapable of it. You can tell because the evolution chests will show the evolutions in the like scroll back, whereas the normal chests only show the normal weapons. We're literally just gonna sit here for a minute. The bat's probably the only thing that's gonna get close. Oh shit, it's these guys. We're actually stopping them. That's awesome. Whip upgrade. I'll probably evolve that next. Would not mind a pentagram at this stage, so we'll take it if we see it. Or crown for that matter. Hello, heart. We're gonna save that chest for evolutions, or getting it off screen if it's a pentagram, so that I don't feel bad about taking it. Crown, that's awesome. Take another crown. Walk directly into this boss, get him into a corner, and stomach until he dies. There we go. Accidentally took the chest, we got a garlic out of it. When you get too much XP on screen, it picks one of the corners and it makes super gems. So that's why these red gems are in the corner. And if you get enough of them, they will, like if you get enough XP and you stay in one spot, those super gems will just keep building until you get like 5 or 6 levels out of the same gem. So like if I just stand here for a bit, keeping my eye out for the thing that killed me last time, which is the random, it like fires on where you're located. So if you stand still, it just kills you. So we're guaranteed to get one unlock this run because of the whole King's Bible and Town Basket. The second unlock Two more levels on Peach, and we'll get an additional we go. We're going to take this person for just extra XP then. Oh, since we also don't need to get unlocks and stuff anymore, we are going to play Hurry and Hyper 2 times. Oh, it's Green Acres. Did I? Yeah, no, I did not. Still have to hit level 80. Oh yeah, Green Acres is a challenge stage. Well, I think that might be where I'm gonna call it today. Let me just check and see if we actually have anybody in stream, because if we do, I'll stay. And of course, the only viewer that I have is somebody trying to get me to go to a sketchy website. Love Twitch. Absolutely love it.